All right, hello Sagittarius, and welcome to Scouts Tarot, where curiosity and the divine combine. So this is your September reading. This is a 3-card spread. So energies leading into September, throughout September, and then finally into October. So we have our first card already, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, it's nice, strong. Okay, we are just sliding through here. We got the Chariot, Sagittarius. We're making it happen. And then the Justice card. All right, y'all just going to work. All right, so Queen of Pentacles. So again, this is for Sagittarius, Earth, Moon. Wow. Sun, Moon, Rising, and potentially Venus as well. And then I will use 3 Oracle decks to clarify these 3 cards. So let's jump in. So our first card again is Queen of Pentacles. So Queens, feminine energy, not necessarily specific to gender, but definitely a softer tone. And then the Pentacles is about like your investment, right? That can be financial investment, security, stability. A lot of it is like that peace of mind that you get from having that, like the security blanket of like, oh, okay, good, everything's fine, I can go to bed, love it. So Queen of Pentacles do represent that like, for me, Earth Mother tone, which is probably why I almost said Earth earlier. Because it does represent this softer energy of like, I don't be like cradling your investment because of how the card looks, but really it's like the Queen of Pentacles is this energy where it's like, not only have we invested, but we're nurturing this as well, right? That we are pushing it forward. This is precious to me. This foundation that we have, this investment that we've made, the stability that we've created, these are important. These are things that we are investing in, not just in ourselves, but of the future. So in terms of your energy going from August into September, Sagittarius, that you've put some work into ensuring stability for yourself or for your loved ones, for the folks around you. Say if this is a job or a career reading, this could very well be like the investments that you've made in your workplace or in your skill set, that these are investments for the future, right? It's building the structure that you need to move forward, that it is about making sure that everything around you is steady. And if it's not steady, what can you do to get to that point? Because as Sagittarius, as a fire sign, you are driven by like your passions, your ideas, the things that you want to see in the world, or accomplish in the world. Like, you're driven by those things, and you like to be sure that you're moving forward in that sense. But you need that foundation as well. So as you're taking those steps, you're not like teetering, right? You want to make sure that the work that you're doing is building into something greater than yourself, whether it's greater than yourself and your partner, greater than yourself and your family, greater than yourself in your community, and so forth, right? So I feel like the energy leading from August into September is you're trying to either build on or even rebuild the stability that you have, or want. Which brings us into our energy for September, which is the Chariot card. So Chariot card, major arcana. It does represent, it's action-oriented card. It is, for some like speediness, right? This is from taking you from point A to point B, or A to B, depending, left, right. And it is about trying to make progress, have progress, to see that what you have planned come to fruition, which does align with that Queen of Pentacles energy of like, you're putting in work, you're building this investment, you're nurturing your skill set, you're sharpening your skill set, whatever it is that you're doing to push forward your work, that is moving forward in September. And with the Chariot, like, you have these 2 sphinxes here, right? They're not necessarily running or moving or going anywhere, but they here, and there's a balance to it, right? Like, you need both of these sphinxes to move with you. you need them both to operate in order for the chariot to move forward. So this to me represents like a partnership, right? You may, if this is romance related, perhaps you're trying to get your relationship to the next step, and it's like, all right, well, this Sphinx is doing stuff, but what are you doing? Like, you need to get it together here, buddy. Like, this isn't, we're supposed to be working as a team, and this one's going in this direction, this one's going in that direction, and the relationship, the person, the entity, the energy sitting in the chariot is like, oh my god, this isn't working. We gotta need to work together here. So I think the energy of September is to make sure that the work that you've done through August to get to September is it's operational, right? It's functional, that it's moving in the right direction, that it is something that's coming into your space or going into a space that is focused, that has direction. I mean, you're the archer, right? So you want to make sure that it's going in the direction of your target, of your goal, that it isn't just willy-nilly. And just going about doing whatever. You want to make sure that the project that you're working on, the team that you're operating in, the plans that you have at your family, whatever it is that you have going on right now, Sagittarius, that there's a point to it. That a chariot is tends to be like a vehicle of war, of kind of like that Apollo energy or Aries energy, again another fire sign. So it is like barreling through, but for a reason, right? It's not just kicking up dirt just cause. It's like kicking up dirt because you're trying to get your tail from A to B. So that's kind of like the energy that I'm feeling for September, is that like, now that you've invested and you put in this work, you sharpen your skills, the relationship that you've had, you're investing in it, you're nurturing it, things are going great, like we're moving forward in a healthy state. Why, where are we going? What's going on here? And so that brings us to Justice, which is the energy leading from September into October. And for most folks, like when you're reading the Justice card, it can be the Libra card, which is about relationships, right? Partnerships, balance. And again, we have another dual aspect here of making sure whatever actions that you're taking, whatever the goal is for a relationship, the project, if you're trying to get a house, if you're trying to get a promotion, like whatever it is that the goal is here for this chariot to end up at, that as you're leading into October, that it was done in a fashion that both seems fair to you, as well as like just makes sense, right? You don't want to, you already have this investment, you already got the security built out here, right? So why are you going to put all your eggs in this basket if this basket is about to tip over because this one's going that way and this one's going that way? So you want to make sure that as you're leaving September and going into October, that in order for this chariot to make it to its destination, because this is a major arcana, this isn't going to be decided in September. I feel like this is longer overarching energy that's going to go beyond the fall, or at least beyond October, probably into November. That for you, Sagittarius, it's like making sure whatever it is that you're investing, whatever it is that you're trying to get out of this, it's fair. So it's not like you're putting all your eggs in the basket. It's like, no, this is a relationship, we are putting our eggs in this basket. Or see guys, this is teamwork, so I'm not going to be that one person that does all the work and let you guys be the last minute Lucy's showing up and getting credit. That's not fair, right? You want to make sure that whatever work that you're doing is balancing out for you, because Sagittarius, you're known for being good-natured and going with the flow, but you ain't stupid. Like, you ain't gonna sit here and do somebody else's homework and expect them to also get an A. That ain't right. And that's where that Justice card comes in. All right, great. So we're going to get an Oracle Clarifier card for the Queen of Pentacles, and we're using the Oracle of the Energies deck. And we will, okay, didn't even let me finish my sentence, Jesus. So this again is the energy leading from August into September, and it is beautiful uncaging. Wow, that looks intense. All right, number 14. I'm going to read from the book. So at this time, you're being called to assess where guilt is playing a part in your life. Recognize how it's affecting you and others and address it so you can release yourself from its grip. Guilt is a powerful emotional state capable of transforming difficult situations. It keeps you accountable for your actions when you've done something that causes harm. However, it can also feed a self-sabotaging cycle that fosters codependency and a distorted sense of personal power. Self-blame can lead to behaviors that perpetuate low self-worth. So we know that the Queen of Pentacles, she knows that she's bringing value to the table, right? She knows what a good investment looks like, and she knows how to nurture what she has, and so it grows into something else, so that it begets more success and value and fulfillment and return on that investment. So in terms of like the energy surrounding this Queen of Pentacles, it's, be proud of the work that you're doing, right? Be proud of the investments that you're building. That the work that you're doing, you shouldn't necessarily, don't let any of those feelings that may be like, well, I see that you're investing in this project and that you're the one who like wants to lead on it, but like I have other stuff to do. So Sagittarius, you can go ahead and like do what it is that you're doing, but like I'm gonna go ahead and like do my thing. Like, don't feel bad that you're, as Sagittarius, you turn back and be like, look, we both said we were gonna do this project, so where are you going? You need to make sure you get your work done. Deadline is new. Stop playing around. Like, don't feel bad that you're, as a queen, you're holding others accountable as well, right? All right, so back to the book. Have you done or said something for which you need to make amends? Have you disregarded a boundary or broken a promise? Guilt can make you aware of potential ways you have given injury and show you how to redress the transgression. When you sincerely admit you were wrong and begin the process to fix it, this is an act of accountability, responsibility, and liberation. Take a moment now to consider when you have harmed others or yourself. This knowledge will free you from the story you tell about it, so you're able to connect with truthful remorse. Now is the time for rigorous honesty as you take a self-inventory with a neutral state of mind. A good question to ask yourself now is, why the guilt is there? You might be taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. Pay attention, take action, and uncage yourself from the prison of your own making. Yeah, that last line definitely, those last two lines, taking on a burden that is not even yours to carry. I feel like as the Queen of Pentacles, builds up her investment, she's growing her efforts, her work here. And again, just she as in the queen, not necessarily as the feminine gender, but like this energy is about leaning into the investments for the future, right? The investments that you're building. And sometimes when you're building in that work, you're getting those skills in order, you're trying to get the team to focus, you're trying to get your partner to get on board, and you're like, look, see, if we do this is what we'll get in the end. Like, you're trying to direct this in September, right? That sometimes you may feel bad about trying to get people, to motivate people, to get them to do that work. You're like, yeah, but guys, don't you see? Like, look what we could have if we just do the thing. And sometimes I can be like, you know what, this is too much. I feel bad about this. If no one's going to do anything, I guess I'll just do it myself. And for you, Sagittarius, you're not necessarily a person, or at least, a sign that enjoys making people feel bad. You're more likely to be like, it's fine. I'll do it myself. Don't worry about it. And, rather than rock the boat. And unfortunately, that might put you in a position of feeling bad about that, when in reality, you're the one who's doing the right thing. All right, so we're going to ask our second deck, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle deck. Okay. We already got our first card, and that is the High Lady of Love and Compassion. So we're going to slide this down here. So Sagittarius, again, the Chariot card, it's about getting that direction that we need, about getting that, the understanding from our partner, our team, our boss, our family member, our friend, whatever it is, wherever this direction is, wherever we're trying to get this chariot, we need to make sure we got some love and compassion mixed in there, right? So is this number 1? All right. Let's see. And again, I'm going to read from the book because I do enjoy keeping this accurate. All right, let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, wow. All right, High Lady of Love and Compassion. So when the High Lady of Love and Compassion arrives, she brings you a deep and meaningful message. She reminds you that only love is real. It is the sole, unconditional, and true power behind all means of manifesting out of the unseen and into the material, right? So this chariot is, coming at us, right? Like, we don't know exactly which direction it's going to go. It's in waiting mode. It's pending movement. So how is it going to move? When are we going to know it's going to move? And how do we get it to where we want to go? How do we get our goal to become reality? How do we manifest it? And it's saying that it's that unconditional love. It's like, you know what? I feel the passion for this project that I'm working on. I know what the impact is. I know it's going to have, a positive, reverberating effect on the community that this will serve, or I know that the people that work for me, say you're in a managerial position, that I know if I get my job done, if I do what I'm supposed to do, I reach my goal, that everybody else beneath me will get what they have earned as well, that they'll be able to do the same. Right? The High Lady reminds you that when she chooses to be your ally, she brings you evidence that you are loved. All manner of synchronicities align in your favor. So again, as you're going through this, as you're making changes and pushing into the direction of your goals, and especially if this is like in a relationship, that you're working to get to that place of the highest good, right? This reverent moment of like, yes, I know that where we end up is going to be a place of love and compassion, an unconditional love, where it's no matter what happens, I know in the end, this is where we're supposed to be. And so this energy in September is saying that, yeah, it's going to be a little difficult to wrangle these cats or sphinxes. But if you remember the love and compassion, the empathy, the connectedness behind why you're doing this work, behind why you are, embodying that Queen of Pentacles energy going into September, that you'll be able to get this chariot in order. You'll be able to get it in the direction it needs to be in order for you to reach that goal. And so now we will slide into our September into October energy of the Justice card. And we're going to use the Super Attractor card deck. And we're going to ask the Celestial Divine for some tips, advice on how you can ensure that whatever, decisions you make, whatever actions you take, that it is an equivalent exchange, right? That it's fair towards you as well, Sagittarius, because you don't want to be put in a position where it's like, okay, guys, here's all the work. This is all we got to do. Or, okay, partner, here's all the stuff that we need to work through, to get through, so we can reach our highest good. And they're like, okay, thanks. You're so sweet. And then they don't actually do anything. Like, how do we make sure, like, what energy, what mantra, what statement should you focus on it, so when you're getting to the other side of September, you're not sitting there holding the damn bag, right? That's not fair to you, Sagittarius. We know you don't like to rock the boat, but you shouldn't be the only one, what is it, paddling, doing the oars, whatever it is, rowing the boat. Good Lord. Yeah, you shouldn't be the only one, not when you got able-bodied folk in the boat with you, right? Whether it's a partner, a teammate, a boss, an employee, whatever it is. Oh, I felt myself, it's not. Which is interesting. I don't think I've ever had a moment where I thought a card came out and one didn't. Very curious. So maybe this is about, embodying, wow, jeez. Okay. We got way too many cards here. One card, guys, one card. When, again, like when the cards take a while to come out, or when it does take a minute for like a single card to come out, sometimes it's like handfuls of cards, but sometimes that means that there's a lot attached to the work that you got to do. There's a heaviness to it. It's the universe is like, whew, wait, let me parse through this, because, you know, whoever this is resonating with, and again, it won't resonate with everyone, but whoever it's resonating with, it's like, oh yeah, I definitely tend to find myself in a situation where I'm the one who ends up doing all the work, because I always feel bad about telling other people to get this done. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you, but you know it's for the greater good, right? You know, as the Queen of Pentacles going into September, you know that this work is important, that this work needs to be done. But here you are, yet again, doing this stuff, and you're like, okay, not this time though, because I can't get the Chariot to move if I don't have, you know, both of these sphinxes in order, and I can't control them both. Like, somebody else needs to get up in here. So how can you ensure that, ooh, okay, there we go. Is this 3 cards? Okay, we'll do 3, because, yeah, we'll do 3. These are the 3 that came up. Okay, so we want to make sure that the energy that you need to basically hone in on throughout the month of September as you're going into October is fair. So we have the first one: when I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. So patience, right? Yeah, that's a tough one, because we know going into September that you want to make sure that things are moving forward. But if you present people with the opportunity, be like, hey guys, this is the work that we need to do. You stay on top of it, right? You send out your checklist, Sagittarius, give them a chance to get it together, and be patient, right? Let's see how that goes. And then we have, my ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts, which is pretty intense. In terms of like, how can you embody this good energy around, oh, look at all that shadow on the table, sorry. Your ability to receive is measured by how much you practice good feeling thoughts. You know what it is that you want, right? You know how to invest, you know how to build the structure that you need to do good work. And you know how good that feels to be in that space of like, yes, my work is done, check. Now you can go and enjoy, you can live your best life, all this fun stuff. Now that you know what that feels like, how do you get other people to kind of feel that, right? Like, you got to be able to receive that, right? If you can embody those good feeling thoughts, other people will see that too. And they're like, wait a second, you're not upset that like this huge project is due? Or, you know, your partner will be like, wait, you're not upset that we have to go and, you know, go to the DMV and do this stuff, like whatever the work is. Like, if you're like, no, because in the end, I'm going to get this, because I know if I put whatever I put into it, I'm going to get out of it. It's that balance. You're like, I know that this is good for me, that this is good for us, that if we do this work on time, that means by the end of September, everybody, we get to enjoy, and it's a balance. The work you put in is equivalent to the work that you get out. And then lastly, third attractor card, your mantra for the month of September is, the more I attune my energy with appreciation, the more the universe will deliver. This is straight up justice, right? That balance card of what you put in is what you get out. In this case, it's the more you acknowledge and appreciate the good that you do, Sagittarius, the more that you sit back and be like, yeah, be in those good feeling thoughts, be patient with the work that you do and the effort that you put in. You know how to invest. So now it's just enjoy it, right? And then allow the universe to deliver to you that which you have earned, right? Because the delivery is coming with the Chariot card. It's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. And if you are patient, set up your team for success, your partner for success, your family for success, at least give them that opportunity. Let them decide how they're going to drive it. Have that patience. Let them know, like, yep, I know, because when we're done, it's going to be amazing. The universe will match that energy. Good stuff, Sagittarius. Yeah, this is, I mean, you're doing good work. You know, as I've interpreted the spread, that you're investing here, and you just got to continue leaning in to who you are, and honing in on the things that you're good at, and hold your mark, hold your aim, and when it's time to fire that shot, go for it, right? Hit that target, let the chariot go in the right direction, and enjoy the gifts that the universe delivers. Well, all right, that concludes your September read, Sagittarius. I hope that this resonated with you. If not, be sure to check out your other signs, your sun, moon, rising. This didn't necessarily feel too much like a love spread, but it could totally lean into it. So if it did, go for it. I do not do personal readings. I'm already overwhelmed with work, so if and when I start personal readings, I shall let you all know. But again, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in October.